Hello and welcome back to the Guns on Pegs podcast. This is just a quick update episode that Chris and I decided to record just to let everybody know that Series 5 is going to start very soon. We're recording our first episode in the next week or so, but we wanted to give you a quick update, let you know where things are because we haven't put an episode out for quite a long time. We've all had quite a lot on, haven't we, Chris?
It's been busy, but we're badly organised as ever, aren't we, George?
I mean, it wouldn't be the Guns on Pegs podcast if all of our plans didn't go out the window at the last minute.
We have got a few things in place, though, let's be honest, like the important stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, we've got...
like parties, drinking.
Yeah, we'll get on to that. The first thing I want to say is because we're about to start recording the new series, now is a really good time to send us an email if you want to get your hands on a set of garters. We are looking for your unpopular opinions. We're looking for your nominations for shooting heroes and your whose bird is it anyway? Not dilemmas. So drop us an email to pod@gunsonpegs.com as quickly as possible, really. And there's a pretty strong chance that you'll be in one of the early episodes of the series. We
have got some beauties actually already that are in there, but I want to give some of them some competition.
Yeah, exactly.
So go on then, George. What actually have we done? Because I think there are a few things that we need to kick off. What should we go first? Game Fair?
Well, yeah. So this is going to come out at the very beginning of July, and then at the end of July, last weekend of July, isn't it? Is the Game Fair, which long-term listeners will remember. We had a pretty good time at last year. You've had some news, though, haven't you?
Have I?
I think of the four-legged nature.
Oh, that sort of news. What's that you're drinking?
Correct.
So, so listeners from last summer will remember that a chap by the name of Tom Naylor Davis messaged in. He was like, "Can I come to the party?" And we said, well, you know, obviously people who message in and want to come to the party got to give us a valid reason why they want a ticket to the party. And so Tom said that he would rename his daughter's horse, Bethy, who's a lovely girl we now met. And he said he'd rename his daughter's horse to "What's That You're Drinking?" In recognition of the feature within the podcast. So obviously we bounced on this. We sponsored the horse and Bethy rode "What's That You're Drinking" at the Game Fair. She did well. Got a place, but Tom has been emailing me to let me know that "What's That You're Drinking" has been finishing in the podium places for the last few races, and there is a danger that Bethy is going to get her maiden victory at the Game Fair. Honestly, I want to see streakers across the main ring if this happens.
I'm not sure I want to see that, but
I think it has to happen.
Not most of our listeners, at any rate. But
she needs your support at the Game Fair. So when you see on the show guide the Shetland Pony Grand National, and it runs like a few times a day, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And I think it's also important. We've got to get a word to the announcer that the horse's name is "What's That You're Drinking?" Because when she wins, which she will, we want to have that over the loudspeaker.
Yeah. Yeah, so if anyone's like good massage therapist, pre-race massage, we need someone who's a nutritionist, someone who sort of works for a sports drinks company. We need all the support Bethany can get.
Yeah, perfect.
Good. So we're looking forward to that.
So this whole thing came about because Tom wanted to come to the party. So yeah. I think now is an appropriate moment to say for certain, to confirm,
party's back on. Yeah. So we've been in correspondence with our friends at the Game Fair who've been very accommodating because this Guns on Pegs podcast party has become a firm fixture already. It's happening on our stand on the Saturday evening, which is next to the main arena. You can't miss it. It's sort of half in the sort of VIP closure. We've got the end of it. It's going to go off in a big way. Got some drinks sorted. We've got all sorts of stuff happening. There's going to be a band. And obviously, as ever, if we've got listeners who want to get things involved, like Simon West came up last year and brought his cannon.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get away with that again. The fire crew were not keen on that.
It did cause a lot of organisation from other people, didn't it? I think we imposed ourselves a little bit, didn't we? But it was a great fun. It was a lovely way to start the party. But anyway, so I think the key thing to listeners here is if you want to come, drop us an email, pod@gunsonpegs.com. And we need a reason, and that will get you some free drinks. No reason, and you might be able to come, but there won't be any free drinks. You've got to give us a justification.
True. And if the free drinks aren't incentive enough to get you to want to come to the party, I think there's another really good reason to make sure you're at the game fair on Saturday night, which is that we've sort of hinted at this in the last series. Before the party begins, we are going to attempt to record, and I'm still a bit nervous about it. We're going to attempt to record a live podcast episode. It won't be the usual format, I don't think. I don't think we'll have a sort of interview guest as such. I think we'll just do like the world's biggest "What's that you're drinking?"
George and I haven't even spoken about this. He's making this up on the spot. So.
I am. No, I've been thinking about this a lot. I think literally, we'll get some audience participation involved. We'll get people to come along and do their own Whose Bird Is It Anyways or Unpopular Opinions.
Definitely.
And then we're pretty confident there's going to be a few of our sort of Guns on Pegs, friends from the shooting world. And we might get them up on stage to come and, if they say someone's got a gun dog question, we might get Ben Randall up to come and answer that question.
Ben's keen. Yeah, exactly. So I think for our listeners' benefit at this point, this is where George gets really stressed out about like technical things and sound quality and stuff like that. Quite frankly, we're there for a laugh. It will come out fine. We're looking forward to it.
It might never be published.
It's going to be the best What's That You're Drinking, because we can go to like the sort of food tent and go and buy some really exotic beers.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm looking forward to that bit, actually.
That's really good.
So that's going to be what, sort of 5:00 Saturday evening?
Something like that. I think we're still working on timings a bit.
But look, swing by then. We've got a bar all weekend on the stand. So everyone's welcome the whole time. 5:00 Saturday evening, live podcast, then straight into the party after.
Yeah.
Epic.
Right. I think it's time we went to the pub, Chris.
Sounds like a fantastic plan.
Right. So thanks for listening to this quick update. So just a quick reminder, send us your correspondence. Series 5 starting very soon. Come to the game fair. Let us know if you want to come to the party. Don't miss the live podcast recording. If nothing else, it will be memorable. Until then, thanks very much for listening and goodbye.